it's Raina from Ravishingadmire, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a ruffle hat from the Sentro knitting machine. Now this is for the girlies that hate crocheting around or just don't know how to crochet around because it's very intimidating but still want that ruffle hat look, and also for the people that have a little bit of time to make crochet pieces but still want to have that ruffle hat look. And I really like these because I like the way that the knit and crochet texture looks together. It gives it a very unique look. So let's just get right into the tutorial. First things first, you gotta get your sentro knitting machine. Make sure your counter is always at 0 and get the yarn you want to use. I'm using this pink yarn to make a chopper ruffle hat, and you just cast on like normal. And if you don't know how to cast on, I put the yarn through the white peg and then I go over the next one and under the one after that. So over, under, under, until you get to the white peg. Once you get to the white peg, make sure to always have this loop now. And I like to put it on the second one because this yarn is pretty thin. And I also think the second one has the best tension. And you're just gonna start spinning after that. I like to do, honestly, you could do anywhere from 40 to 50 rows. 50 if you want your ruffle hat to droop a little bit more, and 40 if you want your ruffle hat to be firm and for a shorter head. And when I do my sentro knitting machine, I like to use my trusty drill because she never failed on me, and it makes everything so much easier. And I will say, if you get a powered drill to help with your knitting machine, get a powered screwdriver. Don't get like an actual drill because it'll mess up your machine over time. And I feel like a powered screwdriver is fast enough, but it's not hard enough on your machine. So I'll be back. I'll do 45 rows and then I'll be back. Okay, now that I've reached 44 rows, I'm going to take my yarn, put it through my darning needle like so. I gotta show you all this. Put it through my darning needle and just cast off. And if you don't know how to cast off, it's pretty simple as well. You just go through these little pegs that are here, pick it up, pull, and that's it, until you come all the way into the white peg again. So I'll meet you guys there when I finally take this off. Okay, so this is the hat after I cast it off. So when I cast it off, I just pull this here and it closes the top here. So now that this top is closed here, I usually sew it in and out through here so it can forever stay closed. And then I'll show you how I work on the actual ruffle part. As you can see, now the base part is done. And now I'm going to start just crocheting like regular. So I'm going to put it in a random hole at the bottom. I grab my yarn, put it through, chain 1, and then the pattern I'm going to be following for this hat to be more wavy. If you want your ruffle hat to be really big ruffles, I just suggest you increasing the amount of double crochets you do in each one. But since I want it to be more flowy, I'm going to do 5 double crochets in 1 stitch. Then 4 double crochets in the next. Then 3 double crochets in the next. Then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Then 1 double crochet. And we're just gonna repeat that pattern until the end and we reach the second row. And I will say that the ruffles also depend on how thick your yarn is. So since this yarn, this is a loops and thread impeccable yarn. Since this yarn is very thin, usually I'll do 5 here and another 5 in the next round. But if your yarn is thicker, you don't have to do so much ruffles to get it really ruffly. So the thinner the yarn is, the flabbier it'll be, if that makes any sense to you guys. So just keep that in mind when you're making like these crochet knit combo hats. So like I said, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna meet y'all back for the next row. First row is complete. I've stopped one stitch before, and now I'm just gonna join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 2, and now I want this to be a little bit more ruffly, so I'm going to continue to do 4. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets in one stitch. And I'm also weaving in the ends by crocheting the ends in it. It just saves you a lot more time. I feel like a lot of sidetrack. Oh my god. Let me do the matter. But like I feel like a lot of crocheters kind of forget to do this, and this is very convenient. But anyways. So next we're gonna do 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Then we're gonna do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're gonna do 1 double crochet again for the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. And just repeat that until you get your full desired ruffle look. And like I said, you can do as many rows as you want. You can also crochet 5 in here if you want it to be ruffly. It really is up to preference, but this is just a general pattern that I use for most of my ruffle hats, depending on the way I want to do it. So I'll come back when everything is done. Now we're back at the end of the second row, and now we are just going to slip stitch it again. I like to chain 2, snip, and that's it. We've completed a tutorial, y'all. I'll put the chopper like things on it. If y'all want like a full like chopper tutorial in addition to this, let me know, but I'll come back when I actually like complete the chopper hat. Hello everyone, I'm back, and here's the completed chopper ruffle hat. Like I said, if y'all want more detailed tutorial how to do the accents on a ruffle hat, let me know. But she's very cutesy, she's very slay, and let me know how many more, that's not English. Let me know what tutorials y'all like to see from me, because I've recently been making these little cookies and I absolutely love them. And I am planning to make a tutorial on these cookies. So let me know what else that I've made that y'all want a tutorial on. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, a good night, a good life, a good everything. Period.